Welcome back to more NXT Great American Bash here tonight, folks. And we are getting ready to witness a banger here. A match 3 months in the making. Apollo Crews finally gets his one-on-one North American Championship match against Carmelo Hayes after weeks and weeks of just any and everything getting in his way of this very match. Grayson Waller being a big factor. Apollo Crews finally rid himself of that problem in Grayson Waller a few weeks ago, and now all sights are pointed. All signs are also pointing towards Melo's North American Championship. And tonight we're going to find out if Apollo Crews can finally get it done and become the new North American champion. But he has one daunting task, and that is dethroning the generational talent, Carmelo Hayes. Crews gearing up for action here. Ladies and gentlemen, this should be one hell of a match. I mean, you just think about the athleticism that's going to be in this ring. The athleticism, the ring capability, the ring awareness. Both these guys are just levels above most people on this roster alone, and that's saying something because we have some talented people here in NXT. But these two are two of the best to really be doing it at the highest level as they are right now. And here comes Carmelo Hayes, North American champion, flaunting that great American swag, as you can see, decked out in a variation of the Team USA jacket. Really has a USA gimmick all around on his attire here tonight. And Melo, confident as ever, and he's going to need that confidence heading into a match against a seasoned veteran like Apollo Crews. I mean, let's talk about Apollo Crews. He's been down this road before. He cut his teeth in NXT before heading to the main roster. But back then, they didn't have the North American Championship. So really the only thing that was to fight for was the NXT Championship. And Apollo Crews never got his chance at gold in NXT. And that is the number one reason why he is back. He is back to right that wrong and finally taste some gold here on the white and gold brand. As we've previously mentioned in the past, Apollo Crews, former Intercontinental Champion in his own right, and he won that at a WrestleMania event. So, I mean, you know, Apollo Crews is definitely capable of winning championships. And he's definitely capable of delivering in high-pressure situations. And this is exactly the epitome of that, of a high-pressure situation, is Apollo Crews, Carmelo Hayes, one-on-one for the first time here in NXT. Carmelo Hayes fending off Grayson Waller just a few short weeks ago at In Your House. We mentioned that Grayson Waller was a thorn in Apollo Crews' side. That's exactly what we were talking about. Grayson Waller eliminated Apollo Crews from that Battle Royal to earn himself a championship match against Carmelo Hayes. But as I already said, Grayson Waller fell short. And now Apollo Crews finally gets his opportunity at Carmelo Hayes, and he's definitely going to take full advantage of that. You don't you worry about that, as Carmelo Hayes kind of making him run laps right now. Get some of that energy out. Oh, beautiful drop kick by Carmelo Hayes. He's going to want to stay on top of Apollo Crews. Like I said, Apollo Crews, a veteran of this business at this point in time. And look at Apollo Crews wasting no time. Melo doesn't even have a chance to think about what's going to happen next. As here comes Apollo Crews to the outside with a flying crossbody, and now just a deadlift German on Carmelo Hayes, but Carmelo getting back up, throwing some bowls at Apollo Crews. Count of 4, and oh my goodness, he slammed his head right into the barricade. And look at this, going for something here. Falcon Arrow. Carmelo Hayes going to break the count. You know, Carmelo is a lot of things, but another one of those things is he's prideful. He's not going to want to win this match on a count out. Carmelo prefers to prove himself and to prove why he deserves to be North American champion. As here comes Carmelo Hayes measuring Apollo Crews. Looking for something big here, and he goes soaring through the air with a plancha. Hayes proving that he truly is him. Apollo Crews does not know where he's at, does not know what just hit him. I mean, trust me, he had plenty of time to study tapes on this guy. And look at this, turn his back to Carmelo Hayes, and Hayes again makes him pay for it. And now Carmelo, oh, look at that, just a running knee straight to the face. Has Apollo Crews rocked in the early goings of this match. And Apollo's going to want to get something going for himself, because once Carmelo turns it on, it's really hard to get him to turn it off again. And really hard to get yourself back in the driver's seat, as we're witnessing firsthand as Carmelo Hayes running circles around Apollo Crews right now. Oh, look at that. Another knee to the face. And now going after that knee. Going to be hard to display the athleticism that we know Apollo Crews has if he can barely stand to begin with. And now, oh, look at that. He's looking for something in the corner, but Apollo Crews ducked out the way. And look at this, now going for some Germans, but no. Carmelo Hayes getting out of the way this time. And Apollo Crews is going for some kind of clothesline, but Carmelo Hayes stuffed the attempt. And now Hayes going to work. Oh, look at that, a code breaker. 1, 2, no, but already gets a count of 2 on Apollo Crews. In boxing, that would pretty much award Carmelo Hayes a point. And look at this. That would award some style points. The springboard drop kick, Apollo Crews. Not looking in a good shape right now. And now Carmelo Hayes going to take advantage of a wounded Apollo Crews, but Apollo trying to get back in this fight himself. Look at this, now making Carmelo run the ropes. And a beautiful tour of the islands from Apollo Crews. This could be it. 1. No, 1.5 almost. Carmelo still got some fight left in him. Oh, but Apollo Crews right back on the attack. And just like I said, that's what Carmelo's going to want to do for Apollo. That's what Apollo's going to want to do for Carmelo too. Because one thing Carmelo has an advantage over on anybody is cardiovascular endurance. And Carmelo Hayes looking in trouble here. And now back to the corner once again. Oh, this time Apollo Crews looked to kick him again, but he caught the boots this time. What a beautiful combination from there as Carmelo Hayes has done it. Oh my goodness, a springboard DDT. Oh my, that was just picture perfect, and now a springboard clothesline just to add a little bit more pizzazz to it. Carmelo Hayes starting to really cook here. Apollo Crews is going to want to try and slow this down. And look at this. A tilt-a-whirl face buster. 1, 2. Oh my goodness. Apollo Crews once again living to fight another second in this match. But what a flurry of offense we just saw from Carmelo Hayes. Those 3 big moves that he just landed on Apollo Crews. And now I think both men are displaying some sort of a cut or a scar heading in the process of this match. And look at Carmelo Hayes with a beautiful crossbody from the top. He started the second rope. This dude leveled up in a millisecond, really. And Carmelo Hayes, look at that. That blood dripping down his forehead. But you know, not for 1 second is Carmelo Hayes going to want to stop this match. And look at Apollo Crews looking to really turn up the aggression here. Coming back into this match after Carmelo Hayes has seemed to have his number most of this match. And Carmelo Hayes right back up. Look at this. Heading over into those German suplexes. Apollo tried to hit these earlier, but Carmelo Hayes was able to escape at that point, but not this time. Apollo Crews could be edging himself into the championship pedigree here in NXT real soon. Look at that, was turning up Carmelo Hayes around for something, but Carmelo Hayes right back on the attack, right back on the offense. Just when you think you have him grounded, here comes Carmelo Hayes. Oh, and a beautiful Uranagi. And now to the top rope. What's he going for here? A beautiful frog splash. 1, 2. No, again, Apollo Crews. I keep messing up their names. I don't know why. It's just so hard to call this action when all this is going on at the same time. And look at this. Oh my goodness, hanging his head out to dry. Oh my goodness, and a springboard leg drop from Carmelo Hayes. 1, 2. Again, Apollo powering out. Carmelo Hayes kind of looking at the ref, almost in disbelief that Apollo Crews can take this much damage. The resiliency on this guy is absolutely insane. Oh my goodness, I think he was going for that back suplex powerbomb combo that we've seen him hit in the past. But Carmelo Hayes is targeting that open wound from Apollo Crews. I mean, Apollo Crews gave him an open wound too, so they're really even here. Another crossbody from the top rope from Carmelo Hayes. Oh, he was looking to grab on his neck, but Apollo Crews ducked it. And again, going for those Germans, taking Carmelo Hayes for a ride once again. Carmelo Hayes feeling the effect here tonight from Apollo Crews. And Apollo Crews wasting no time. He gets the back suplex powerbomb this time. But look at this, Carmelo Hayes is up. Another tilt-a-whirl face buster. Carmelo Hayes to the top rope. Apollo Crews was literally just looking for a second to breathe, but Carmelo Hayes was right back on it as the nothing but net hits. This could be it. 1, 2. No, he gets the shoulder up. This match will continue, folks. We haven't seen anybody kick out of the nothing but net in the entire NXT history, I don't think. Carmelo Hayes just lost for words, does not know how to react to that. But that's the one way to react, a knee to the face. Oh my goodness, I cannot believe Apollo Crews just kicked out of the nothing but net. I mean, literally, what does Carmelo Hayes have left to do? He better figure out real quick because Apollo Crews is definitely going to be looking for any second to throw this man off his game. But here comes Carmelo Hayes with a fade away. And that might be the nail in the coffin. Oh, I talk about ring awareness at the beginning of the match. That right there is ring awareness on full display. Apollo Crews, knowing where he was, knowing where his body positioning was, able to get the rope break. But look at Carmelo Hayes with the suplex neck breaker combination. 1, 2, this might be it. No, one more time. Apollo Crews says not today, not on this night, not when the lights are shining the brightest. But look at Carmelo Hayes once again to the top rope, or over the top rope is what I should say. And now was looking to get Apollo up for something, but Apollo slipped out the way. Carmelo Hayes is not looking in a good way right now. We have never seen such a huge threat to his championship here in Universe mode like Apollo Crews, as he's running him simultaneously into these steps. And Apollo Crews gotta get Melo back in the ring. He knows he cannot win this title on a count out. Oh my goodness, what a forearm to Carmelo Hayes' face. Like I said, so much action. It's getting really hard to not mince words. And look at this. Oh my goodness, a military press to the outside and a beautiful moonsault to combine the two. Another count of 6 though. You're going to want to get Melo back in that ring. Oh no, look at this. Carmelo Hayes completely throwing Apollo Crews off guard. Count of 8. Melo needs to get back in this ring. Oh, look at that. Apollo Crews was going to take him off the top rope, but Carmelo Hayes, oh, look at that. Carmelo Hayes got out of that, but Apollo got out of this. It looked like he was going for a float over DDT. So much is happening in this match, I don't even know what to say. Oh my goodness, Carmelo Hayes once again to the top rope. And you know if he hits nothing but net twice, I mean, kicking out of it once, that is just luck in itself, and he hits it one more time. Apollo Crews, again, his arm was close to the ropes, and Carmelo Hayes rightfully, just completely thrown off the fact that Apollo Crews gets kicked out, but he was too busy talking to the referee. He didn't even see Apollo Crews come from behind him. 1, 2, 3. Apollo Crews has accomplished his goal here in NXT, becoming North American champion here tonight, dethroning the generational talent Carmelo Hayes. My goodness, what a match we just witnessed, folks. I cannot believe we are looking at the new North American champion in Apollo Crews. What's next for Apollo Crews? What's next for Carmelo Hayes?